Okay, doing a fly now I've done for about 10 years. It's called my black and green tadpole. I used to tie it in a long or a short shank. Okay, hook. This is a longer shank hook. And I've got a brass bead, 4mm, with lead wire running all the way along the length of a hook on a single roll. The reason I do this is I want it to sink, but at the same time I want it for casting and bringing back. This is a blind casting fly, and I've caught many good fish on this fly over the last 10 years, and it can be used in clear water, coloured water, doesn't matter. It's got a very strong silhouette. Okay, so I've run black thread all the way along up the hook, and I've brought the thread back to the point of the hook. Just get the scissors out. Okay, we can cut the tag end off. We're going to put a tail on this fly in marabou. So we've got black marabou, and I've wet it already, and I'm going to put a good tail on this fly. This is my black and green tadpole, and I've always tied this roughly the same way, but I have a couple of new materials I'm putting in this one today. There we are. So this is the tail. Just move it out a little bit, give it a twist. And we put it on top of the fly, on top of the hook, nip it to the top of the hook. Bring the thread over, slap loop, pull down, that will keep it on top of the hook. I'm going to bring the thread back a little bit to roughly where the barb is, and then bring the thread back forward again. So that's my tail. Okay. This has caught me many fish. I love counting down, casting out, counting down through the depths, and then I try different retrieves, and when I find the depth that works and the retrieve that works, I keep using that retrieve. So I'm going to put some yellow pearl in this. This is new material to me, this particular yellow pearl. I've always used a yellow attraction in the tail. So there's a few strands that side. And we're going to do a few strands the other side as well. There's a few strands going in the other side of the hook. Let's nip into the side of the hook and just trapping it with a couple of turns of thread. Now I've always used a green fritz on this fly for the body. I tend to use a sort of blob fritz rather than a straggle. I like a nice thick silhouette on this fly. So again, we put the fritz behind the thread, put it on top of the hook, then trap it in place. This is an emerald green fritz. Again, this is new material to me. I've always used a green fritz, but this is a new emerald green. And there we go. And it's got 10mm blob straggle on it. So in the opposite way to the thread, I'm going to wind this round the body to create a nice thick body. This has caught fish, including one my second ever fish from Lechlade, and that was a £9 rainbow, and that was on this fly. We've wound the fritz up the body, a couple of turns to secure it, and a couple of turns in front. cut the loose frets off. Now on this fly, I use a large hackle. Okay, these are large, sort of virtual pike hackle, large cock hackles. So I strip a bit off, put it behind the thread on top of the hook, couple of turns, and try and get the fibres to stand out as you wind it round the hook. This has got such a strong silhouette. I've often used it in colour water, and it really does make a superb fly. And it's one of my go-to flies, especially in winter, autumn, early spring. Okay, we've trapped the frets. Cut the tag ends off. With all my hackles, I do the same thing. I wet my fingers, pull them back. That brings the hackle back a little bit. And then with all my flies, I do the same knot to finish. 3 half hitches. Good pull on the last one. There you have it. That is my green and black tadpole. Okay, like I say, it really is a good fly.